want to show you guys I'm on the DragonKnight itself. I have a lot of playtime. One of my most played characters. 24 days, you guys. DragonKnight took us stamina for a long time. I know how this class works. I know what's best for it. I know how to sustain with low recovery. So what I'm basically 100% certified domination. Let's get right into the gear. Hulking like usual. Belts and feet, and then 3 on the jewelry, so it's active on both bars. The other set I'm using, Shackle Breaker. Awesome for stamina DragonKnight because it gives you magicka, so you don't have to run a food or drink that gives you magicka. You'll have enough with this set. Gives you weapon damage, stam recovery, max stam, max magicka. It's perfect. I run the 1 Kina for the extra damage. Shackle Breaker weapon, so it's both bars. You gotta have the defending bow, obviously a sharpened greatsword. This build has lots of sustain and damage. These are the stats with no food, no drink. I'm not in Cyrodiil. With Rally, you're looking at 2955, and then your Minor Brutality with Obsidian Shield, you're looking at 3073. When you do a light attack, I missed. When you do a light attack, 3568 plus the Wrath passive, you're looking at about 3800 weapon damage. And here's the thing with this build. You can run, and this is your choice, you can run whatever food or drink you want as far as these go. Dubious Cameron Throne, everybody thinks that if you run Bone Pirate, you have to run this food. You can run this food without Bone Pirate, it's just fine. So when I run this food, 42k stam, 18,500 health. So in Cyrodiil, that's 24k health. And then the stam recovery you see is 1148. You pop a pot, it's at 1333, which is awesome for a stam DK because you don't need amazing stam recovery on a stamina Dragonite, I promise you. When you stomp the ground like this, you get stamina back. When you use your ultimate, you get stamina back. When you do heavy attacks, you get stamina back. There's so many ways to get stamina back. You don't need a high stam recovery if you're experienced with this class. DragonKnight is very user-friendly, very tanky. As you see on my back bar with the bow, I got 30k spell, 26-7 physical. On the front, we got 25 and 22 damn near. Crit resist 2300, that's a sweet spot. But that's with Dubious. So that's the stats with Dubious. Let's show you again. 42.6k stam, 18.5k health. That is, I'm not in Cyrodiil, like I said. The stam recovery is nice. Show you the recovery again. But if you feel like you don't need that recovery and you want more health and you want more stam, then run your typical health and stam food right here. And then you'll see, wow. 44k stam, 21k health, and that's not in Cyrodiil, so you're looking at about 27k health. Your recovery is, you pop a pot, it's gonna, you saw it was 893, so 900. I go with this. I go with the 900 recovery because I'm totally fine without having 1300 recovery. I mean, there's so many ways to manage your resources. You don't need like this 2k recovery that you see some of these DragonKnights running. It's so, you're missing out on other stats by running that. You don't need the fucking Bone Pirate with the Dubious for stam DK. You can run Hulking, Spriggans, Hunting's Rage, all these different sets. This is just what I'm trying right now and I love it. I love Shackle Breaker. It's got everything you need. The magicka at the end is nice because you see I got 13k magicka. And your magicka you're using for the hardened armor and your obsidian shield, which you're going to pair with vigor for your major mending. I'm also using Thief Mundus because I'm not using heavy huntings like I used to, so I miss out on crit, so I had to use that to get my crit back up to 46. I am an Imperial for the max health, max stam. I love Imperial. Imperial is awesome. I recommend it for any stamina class. You get this is so key. This health bonus right here is basically saves you from worrying about your food for health, your sets for health, your attribute points for health. This is gonna save your build in a lot of ways. And then obviously max stam. This passive I could give a fuck about, who cares? But it's just a high resource build. So yeah, Shackle Breaker, you could switch this out for Blood Spawn, you know, Hulking. I run this on all my stam builds. It's just, the higher your stam, the higher your tooltips, and the higher you're gonna hit people for damage. It's just simple as that. Let's go into champion points real quick. Green Tree, 54 in this one, 44 Warlord, 10 into Sprinter. 63 Mooncalf for the recovery. I do a lot of heavy attack weaving with my Wrecking Blows and my Dawnbreakers and my Reverse Slice. So I put a lot in that. Tumbling 61, 43 into Blast for the healing done. They lost Major Mending as far as the long duration of it. It used to be like 6 seconds. Now it's like a short amount of time you have to get your Major Mending heals off. So I put 10% in there. 11 into Physical Weapon Expert, 11 to Shattering Blows against the shields, 23 into Master of Arms for your direct damage like your Wrecking Blows, 23 Precise Strikes, 35 Piercing, 64 into Mighty, 10 into Spell Shield to get an extra 1,000, 43 Resistant, 65, 55, I usually do this on every character, 27 Quick Recovery, extra healing, and 10 into Heavy Armor for extra resistance. That is the champion points. Let's go into the skills really quick and this video will be done. I put this on my front bar for the extra crit. That gets me up to the 45.7. Rally, Dizzy, Swing, Stampede. You want this one over Crit Rush. Crit Rush does more damage based on distance traveled, but this snares them so you can land this, this, and this. Back bar, this is tough. You can switch out a lot of different things with your back bar. You gotta go leap on your back bar though. Dawnbreaker on your front, leap on your back. This and this and this are key. Like, you can't change these three out. Vigor and this go together like best buddies. That's exactly what you need. And obviously your buff. You know, you can run shuffle. You can't. It doesn't matter. I like it. I like to be able to have a chance to dodge something and maybe it'll save my life. And then Noxious Breath, I just try to dot them up with this because it does the fracture. Reduce their physical. Dot them up with it like this, switch over and go to town. So those are my skills. Pretty standard. DragonKnight's pretty easy to play, to be honest. I mean, so yeah, I'm an Imperial. 5 Hulking, 5 Shacklebreaker, 1 Kina, 44k stamina, 27k health in Cyrodiil. With a pot, you're looking at, for me, if you don't want that low of stam recovery, then go with Dubious with this build. But that's about it, guys. This is another build that I love putting out builds for you guys. Let me know. I have every character in the game. I've been playing this game for a very long time. I can put any build together for any kind of character other than a Magicasaurk. So if you guys want to see me do a build on something, let me know. I'll do my best. I spend a lot of gold in this game putting these builds together, and I'm just, it's fun for me. I like to try to make builds and see what the stats are and see how they play out in PvP. If you guys are ever wondering like where I am in this game, I'm always Imperial City. Always Imperial City. Cyrodiil here and there. Haven't done a whole lot of battlegrounds. I like Imperial City because of the Telvair stones that you can steal from people when you kill them, and the alliance points you get, and it's smaller scale PvP. That's what I enjoy. So, you know, you guys can catch me there. Vivek, PvP, Imperial City, Champion Point campaign. But yeah, this is it, guys. I am out. Thank you for watching.